Hey neighbors, Brent here, coming to you from, well, not the front porch of the church. My family decided to take, at least three of us decided to take a couple days to get away and rest and relax a little bit, trying to help our oldest son make some decisions about college and where he wants to spend those years. And so we have actually come to a place in the hill country over in San Antonio. It's a beautiful place here. But one of the things that I've recognized as we've been on this short little road tour is that at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and Austin and San Antonio, these regions, it seems like everywhere we go, there are signs on the front door of everywhere saying mask required. Now I know in our local community that isn't always the case. I know that in Montgomery County we're not being mandated to wear masks everywhere that we go. And I know that it can be almost political to suggest that someone wear a mask. There's all these hidden agendas about why we should wear masks or why we shouldn't wear masks. And never would have I imagined that masks would be holding such a large part of the interactions that people are having. But I've had this thought a lot on this little trip over the last couple of days, that if the expectation is for everyone to wear one, and you don't really get to choose, there's this sense that we're all in it together. And as resistant as some people are to having to walk into a store, you got to have that mask on, they can choose not to go into the store, and maybe some folks are choosing that. In a conversation with my mom a while back, she said, Brent, you just can't mandate love. You just can't mandate peace. You can't force people to be good to each other. You can't force people to think of others before they think of themselves. This is a choice that individuals have to make. But I'm reminded of a scripture that Paul wrote to the church in Rome where he says, if it is possible, and as much as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Now, when he's talking about peace, he's talking about shalom. It's the Hebrew that means wholeness or unity or togetherness. Shalom isn't just peace like, hey, peace, yo, or peace, man. Peace is about looking, when you encounter another person, seeing the other person as equal, seeing their livelihood as being just as valuable as yours, their health being such as valuable as yours. There's a sense of shalom in the Hebrew context meant I care as much about you as I care about myself. I care as much about the way you receive me and the way I receive you, that we need to be at peace with one another. We need to be in unity with one another. And so I'm not going to make any strong statements about mask wearing, but I'm just going to say this. All of us are so ready to get back to church. All of us want to get back in the building and worship together. So many of us who have school-age children, we want so badly to know that in the fall our kids are going to get to go back to school and regain some sense of normalcy. We know that isolation, this quarantine life that we're living in, is causing a lot of harm in relationships. There's some mental health issues that are on the rise because of our needing to be apart. And my belief, leave it as what it may be. You may not agree with me again, but the idea that scientists and medical professionals seem to all be in agreement around is wearing a mask definitely doesn't lead to the spread of coronavirus. Wearing a mask has some level of aid in limiting the spread. And so I just want to ask, as your pastor, as your friend, that if we're all in this together, and if we all have some things we'd really love to return to, like restaurants at full capacity, like public and private schools, like sports, like I'm excited about college football, if any of us want any of these things to come back, it seems to me that we should all just throw on a mask. So for the sake of humanity, for the sake of shalom amongst us, whether the mask will end this or not, it at least will take us closer to the end. So for the sake of your fellow church members who are ready to get back in the building and worship together, let's all choose to take this step. Just put on the mask. I'm open and ready for any responses that our church family wants to make in response to this video that I'm sending out. But again, our responsibility is to reach out in cause no harm ways as best as we can, and as much as it depends on us. It's kind of what our benediction says. So let's get out there, let's wear our mask, let's love people from a distance so that we can all get through this together, and remember COVID is a part of our past and not a part of our present. I am looking forward to being with you in church. We'll be online, of course, this coming Sunday, 9:30 on YouTube and Facebook Live. We'll be going through the books of Isaiah and Jeremiah. Hope that you are still very much in your reading plan, because again, the work that you're putting in right now, when you get to the end of it all, you're going to be so glad that you took this journey with us. I love y'all so much and can't wait to be back together face to face, and in the meantime, online. Have a good rest of your week. God bless you. Bye bye.